Texas won again last night behind another big game from Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe.
He flew in from a Bahamian island. No guarantee, no electricity, just a dream. From Biminy to Brooklyn, then to Baylor, and now the bright lights of Philadelphia. October 22nd, 2025, the season opener, the rival, the Boston Celtics. A 20-year-old rookie named VJ Edgecombe makes his first step into the NBA. In just 42 minutes, he drops 34 points, grabs 7 boards, dishes 3 assists, and rewrites the history books. He pours in 14 first-quarter points, breaking records held by legends. But this isn't just about one night. It's about the rise of a new star, the shift of power in the East, and the unbelievable journey of a kid who came from nothing. Stay tuned, because today we dive into how VJ Edgecombe got here, what he showed us in his debut, and why the NBA might never be the same again. The NBA is a league built on stories, but occasionally someone shows up and completely rewrites the script. And that's exactly what VJ Edgecombe just did. On October 22nd, 2025, the entire basketball world was watching the season opener between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. The spotlight was supposed to be on Jason Tatum, on Embiid's return, and on Tyrese Maxey's next leap. But instead, it was all about a 20-year-old rookie from the Bahamas who decided to announce his arrival in the loudest way possible. VJ Edgecombe didn't just play well, he made history. 34 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a debut so explosive, even the veterans couldn't believe what they were seeing. To understand why this moment matters so much, you've got to know where VJ Edgecombe came from. He wasn't born into an American basketball machine. He was born in Biminy, a small island in the Bahamas, population barely over 2,000, a place known more for fishing and tourism than for producing NBA stars. His childhood didn't come with fancy gyms, elite trainers, or shoe brand sponsors. He grew up dribbling on outdoor courts with cracks in the pavement, where the rim wobbled every time you hit a jumper. But even then, people noticed the energy, the raw athleticism, the hunger that separated him from every other kid around. At 14, he left home to chase a dream few believed was realistic. He moved to West Palm Beach, Florida, for 2 years, before he transferred to New York to play for Long Island Lutheran, one of the best high school basketball programs in the country. He didn't know anyone there, he barely had family nearby. But what he did have was drive, and that's where things started to change. Edgecombe's mix of strength, speed, and explosiveness made him one of the most electric players in the nation. By his senior year, he was a 5-star recruit, ranked among the top 10 players in the entire 2024 class. He could dunk on anyone, shoot off the dribble, and defend multiple positions. The kind of versatility NBA scouts dream about. Colleges came calling: Duke, Kentucky, Baylor, and in the end, he chose Baylor University, where he could carve out his own identity and lead from day one. At Baylor, Edgecombe didn't disappoint. He averaged around 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists a night. But it wasn't just the stats. It was how he played. Every time he stepped on the court, the energy changed. He played like every possession mattered, like he was still that kid from Bimini with something to prove. By the time the 2025 NBA draft rolled around, he was already being compared to young Dwyane Wade, that same blend of athleticism, toughness, and charisma. And when the Philadelphia 76ers used the 3rd overall pick to draft him, people started paying attention. Still, no one expected this. Opening night, TD Garden, the defending Eastern Conference champions, and a rookie on the road. Pressure doesn't get much heavier than that. But VJ Edgecombe didn't flinch. From the very first possession, he looked like he belonged. He attacked off the dribble, finished through contact, and hit jumpers like he'd been doing it for years. 14 points in the first quarter, the most by a Sixers rookie in a season opener, surpassing even names like Allen Iverson and Ben Simmons. By halftime, commentators weren't just surprised, they were stunned. This wasn't supposed to happen. Rookies aren't supposed to torch one of the best defenses in the league in their first game. But Edgecombe played with poise, confidence, and that underdog fire that's impossible to fake. And the thing is, it wasn't just scoring. He rebounded like a vet, made smart passes, and defended multiple positions. He didn't chase highlights. He played winning basketball. After the game, the stat line said it all. 34 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, and one massive statement to the entire NBA. Social media went crazy. Analysts started throwing around names like LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, and Kevin Durant, players who had legendary debuts. But Edgecombe's numbers outshined even some of those. He became the first rookie since LeBron to score more than 30 in an opening game, and he did it more efficiently. But the numbers don't capture the moment, the electricity in the crowd, the reactions from veterans who couldn't believe what this kid was doing, the look on his face, calm, fearless, like he'd been waiting his entire life for this. For Philly fans, it felt like hope was reborn. The Sixers have been searching for their next era, something beyond the endless drama of the process. Joel Embiid is still dominant, and Tyrese Maxey is still improving, but this felt like the start of something bigger. Edgecombe brought a spark that the city hadn't seen in years. That Bahamian confidence, that relentless motor, that edge, no pun intended. And even Embiid after the game reportedly said, "He's got it, you can't teach that." What makes VJ Edgecombe so different isn't just his skill, it's his mentality. He plays like every game is personal. He doesn't try to be the flashiest guy on the floor. He just competes. He told reporters afterward that he wasn't nervous, just excited to finally show what he could do. And that's the scary part, because if this was him on night one, imagine what he's going to look like by mid-season. Scouts say his ceiling is limitless. He's 6'5", 210 pounds, built like a tank but moves like a guard. He's got elite first step quickness, defensive instincts, and a jumper that's improving fast. But what stands out most is his maturity. Most rookies are still trying to find their place. Edgecombe already knows his. He knows who he is, and he knows why he's here. There's a story that sums it up perfectly. Back at Long Island Lutheran, during a brutal winter practice, his coach stopped the team mid-drill because everyone looked tired. Everyone except Edgecombe. He kept running full speed, even when the whistle blew. When asked why, he said, "Because I didn't come this far to slow down." That's his mindset, and it shows. In an NBA world obsessed with hype and social media followers, VJ Edgecombe represents something refreshing. A player who works in silence, performs in noise, and lets the results speak for themselves. You can see the foundation of something special here. A player who could become the face of a franchise, maybe even the league, if he keeps this up. He's not just playing the game, he's playing with purpose. And that purpose started years ago on that small island court in the Bahamas. There's a photo of him as a kid, holding a worn-out basketball under the palm trees. No crowd, no cameras, just a dream. That same dream took him thousands of miles away, through countless hours of sacrifice, until one night in Boston, it all paid off. That's why fans connected with him so fast. Because his story is real. It's not manufactured. It's proof that no matter where you come from, greatness can come from anywhere. Now, the big question, was it just one amazing debut, or the start of something legendary? If you ask Edgecombe, he'll tell you it's only the beginning. He said after the game, "I don't want to be remembered for one night. I want to build something that lasts." And that right there is what separates stars from superstars. It's not about the highlights, it's about the hunger to keep getting better. The Rookie of the Year race just got a whole lot more interesting. Names like Cooper Flagg, Isaiah Collier, and Bronny James Jr. are all in the mix. But after that debut, VJ Edgecombe just put himself right at the front of the pack. If he keeps up this pace, it won't just be Rookie of the Year. People will be talking about all-star potential before his first season even ends. So, when you think about VJ Edgecombe, remember this. This isn't some overnight sensation. This is the result of years of grinding, thousands of shots, and one kid who refused to let his environment define his future. From the cracked courts of Biminy to the bright lights of the NBA, he's proof that heart and hustle still matter, that you don't need hype when you've got hunger. And on that October night in Boston, the entire league learned a name they won't forget anytime soon. VJ Edgecombe, the kid from the Bahamas who came to take over.